Lord, you know I love you. Several times throughout the day, four simple words rise within me. God, I love you. I do not say them as part of a routine. I am not asking God for anything or trying to persuade him that my faith is genuine. Sometimes the awareness of who God is, what he has done for me, and how deeply he loves me becomes so overwhelming that my love cannot remain contained. It needs to be spoken. There is nothing wrong with falling to our knees and simply praying, God, I love you. Some prayers bring our needs before God. This prayer contains no request. It is simply love answering love. But why do we tell an all-knowing God something he already knows? Perhaps for the same reason we tell our spouse, our parents, or others who are precious to us that we love them. They may already know, but being known does not make the expression unnecessary. Love still wants to speak. As we grow older, we often begin to understand sacrifices we could not fully appreciate when they were being made for us. We recognize what our spouse willingly carried for our family. We remember what our parents gave up, endured, or went without so we could have what we needed. We do not love them as payment for what they did. Their sacrifices help us see more clearly how deeply they loved us. Taking someone for granted means treating their sacrifices as ordinary or receiving them as though we were entitled to them. Appreciation sees the cost and recognizes, you did not owe me this. You willingly bore it because you loved me. When we truly see that kind of sacrifice, gratitude deepens into affection. The relationship becomes more precious because we understand more clearly how deeply we have been loved. This is the movement at the heart of the gospel. And this is love, not that we have loved God, but that he loved us and sent his son to be the propitiation for our sins. 1 John chapter 4, verse 10. The cross reveals both the depth of our need and the depth of God's love. Jesus did not give himself for us because we had already loved him faithfully. He loved us while we were sinful, lost, and unable to rescue ourselves. His love came first. We love because he first loved us. 1 John chapter 4, verse 19. Our love for God is not an attempt to repay a debt we could never repay. It is the heart's response when we begin to comprehend the love that willingly bore the cost of our salvation. Peter shows us what that love can sound like when it is tangled with failure. He had promised that he would remain with Jesus even if everyone else abandoned him. Yet, when the moment of testing came, Peter denied 3 times that he even knew him. After his resurrection, Jesus met Peter beside the Sea of Galilee. 3 times, Jesus asked Peter whether he loved him. By the 3rd question, Peter was grieved. Peter could not defend his record. He could not point to perfect obedience, unwavering courage, or faithfulness under pressure. His failure was undeniable, but so was his love. Lord, you know everything. You know that I love you. John chapter 21, verse 17. Peter placed the truth of his love into the hands of the one who knew him completely. He could not appeal to his own consistency, so he appealed to the perfect knowledge of Jesus. Beneath Peter's shame and failure, something remained true and needed to be spoken. Jesus, you still have my heart. Peter's words were an outpouring of affection, but they were also a confession of allegiance. He was saying, in effect, I failed you, but I have not chosen another Lord. I still belong to you. I still want to follow you. Jesus did not dismiss Peter's words as empty emotion. He received Peter's confession, restored him, and called that love forward into service and renewed faithfulness. Feed my sheep. John chapter 21, verse 17. Follow me. John chapter 21, verse 19. Peter's love had to be spoken, but it would also be lived. Our love says, you are precious to me. Our allegiance says, you still have my yes. This is not a claim that we will never fail. It is the settled direction of a heart that continues returning to Jesus. When we stumble, we return. When he calls, we follow. When he places people in our care, we serve them. Yet we should never turn one person's emotional expression into a standard by which everyone else's love is measured. We have different personalities, and we walk through different spiritual seasons. Grief, exhaustion, disappointment, or spiritual weariness can make strong emotions difficult to feel and words difficult to speak. Sometimes love falls to its knees and cries out. Sometimes love can only whisper, Lord, you know. The volume of our emotions does not determine the reality of our love. A believer who quietly refuses to leave Jesus during a season of spiritual dryness may be expressing a deep and costly allegiance. We do not need to manufacture someone else's emotion to prove our love is real, but neither should we silence genuine affection when it rises within us. Whether our response is quiet or overflowing, we can look again at the cross and refuse to treat Christ's sacrifice as ordinary. And when our awareness of his love fills our hearts, until silence no longer feels adequate, there is nothing wrong with falling to our knees and praying the only words that need to be said: God, I love you. As you sit with this teaching today, consider whether familiarity with the cross has ever caused you to treat Christ's love as ordinary. What does Peter's confession teach you about returning to Jesus after failure? Whether your love rises as a cry or a whisper, does Jesus still have your heart and your yes? If you are willing, share your reflections or questions in the comments so we can learn and walk this journey together.